When it leaks, you can lose control of your car or even have it burst into flames. We're talking power steering fluid, and our auto guy, Brian Bowersock of West Escondido Auto, is here with more on how to keep your car running smoothly.
Good morning.
Good morning. Now, who would ever think power steering fluid? I mean, it can cause some real troubles if you don't have it working properly.
Actually, power steering fluid is one of the most flammable fluids on the car.
Wow.
Even more than transmission fluid.
And so if you get a leak, it can cause some serious problems.
It can. Does it always? No, of course not. Otherwise,
Right.
we'd have cars catching on fire all over the place.
Exactly.
Have we seen it happen? Sure, we have. And what we want to talk about today is actually preventing like seal leaks and things like that in a maintenance procedure. I had somebody write me an email off the website, and they were asking about, somebody had recommended power steering flush to them. So figured this would be a good time to talk about it. What it does is it actually revitalizes the seals, removes contaminants out of the system, which can damage the seals, and extends the life of the power steering components.
Well, let's take a look at this, because I'm always just kind of shocked by the, just the difference of the new versus the old, because, we don't think about these things, but when you see what they look like inside your car, then it really hits home.
Big difference, big difference. Yeah, here we have obviously old power steering fluid. And you can see his steering wheel on fire there. It's kind of nice.
Kind of brings the point home.
It brings the point home. And then obviously brand new power steering fluid, which obviously looks like this in a bigger form. It's quite clean.
Now, how often do you need to do this? Again, this is one of those things we don't really think about, but should have it on a regular schedule.
Usually we recommend it about 30,000 miles.
Okay.
It will keep the system cleaned out, contaminants out of it. Power steering fluid, like transmission fluid, is extremely detergent. It has a lot of detergent in it, so what it does is cleans and suspends, and that's why it gets dirty like this over a period of time. Okay,
well, up on our screen now, the viewers can look. It should be checked every oil change as well.
Correct.
And why is it so important to have the fluid flushed by a quality facility? Is this something that can go really wrong?
Number one, it requires a specific machine to do it.
Okay.
To put fluid in, take it out. There is no drain on a power steering system, so that's why it's quite important. Second thing is we actually use a cleaner in the process. Remove the power steering fluid, we run a cleaner through it to remove all other contaminants, and then suck that out and then put new fluid in. And this is a BG, which most professional technicians use. It's not available to anybody in an auto parts store or anything like that.
Now, how is this compared to the newer cars? Anything change on the newer cars, or is this one of those few things that remain constant?
This is what we're doing on the newer cars more. In the old days, you'll get a lot of older folks say, never did that before. Well, tolerances are tighter now. Seals need to seal better. Everything's has more performance, so keeping the system clean works out a lot better and prevents leaks and seal tears and having to replace an expensive power steering rack or something.
Well, it sounds like then if you need the detergent, you need a special machine, you probably shouldn't be trying this yourself. You should take it to a good facility.
You should actually take it to a quality facility, such as ours. There's quite a few facilities that do flushes now, and have it done by them. That way it's done properly. The cost is minimal.
Now, what if you start to realize that you have a leak? Is this something that you can let go for a while, or is this one of those that right on the
power steering leaks I would get addressed right away. It's very important. Number one, like I said, the fluid can be flammable. It gets on hot exhaust. It can ignite. But the second thing is you lose enough fluid, you will actually lose your power assist. And if you've ever had a car that doesn't have power steering, one with power steering that's not working is 10 times worse than a non-power steering car. And
a very scary feeling when you can't really control your car.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, good information. So again, how often should you have it flushed out?
Roughly every 30,000 miles, or when it's checked if it becomes really dirty.
All right. Thanks so much, Brian.
Thank you.
And if you have a question for Brian, like our viewer did, that led to our segment today, just log on to our website at fox6.com. You'll see a little icon where you can get to Brian directly.